Everybody, and welcome back. I'm doing a review on Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. And if you know your history, he was a person in the beginning of the 19th century and that was a healer, a psychic, a medium. He healed people through mediumship, and he's very interesting. There's also a museum in America with regards to him. That was the old hospital that he made, and it was open for several years, and he was so successful. Now I'm going to open it up. You know that I always open up the boxes with you, and I'll just see whether I can get a little scissors in there, and I can. And I can take the tight vacuumed plastic off. It's a big box, so I've seen people use it, and I've seen reviews on it. It's taken me a couple of years to decide whether I want it or not, and I do want it because it's part of my history, being gifted. It is by WRIGHT, illustrated by Eugene Smith. It costs $31.99, but I didn't pay that for it. And I'll put the ISBN number underneath. And you can also go to Llewellyn on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and you can see things there, I suppose. This was printed in China in 2020, so you can see how long it's been delayed. This is most probably due to COVID. This is the like the book, the backing, and this is the back. You have some examples. It's a dark version. Shiver also has a black and white version. I haven't seen that one yet. And also he was a prophetic wisdom from the master of macabre. Blending the divinatory power of the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot with the visionary writings of Edgar Allan Poe. This deck offers deep spiritual insight into who you are and what you might become. Stunning illustrations based on Poe's tales of the mysterious and the macabre will inspire your imagination and open your soul to revelation. Use this deck and the accompanying book, guidebook, and transform your spirit and illuminate the shadows on your path. So the shadows is the negative side, so it helps you with your negative side to develop it and turn it into the positive. It's a 78 card deck and 288 pages guidebook. It's magnetic, and the presentation is similar to Shiver. Llewellyn has got beautiful presentations of their deck. I'm not getting paid to do this. As I said, I do it for fun. We've got a lot of people use it on Halloween and doing shadow work, also pagans, Wiccans, witches, besides readers, and it's pretty dark, as you can see. What I like about it, that's the inside of the box. Pull the deck out. It looks a lot like the presentation of Shiver, and you've got the beetle there, the scarab. Okay, and some of the cards on the inside of the deck box as well. So that's the box. We'll get to the cards in a minute. Now, it's beautiful. It's like a moth. It's got swords on it, on its wings, and it's got a skull on the head. Okay. Now, deep into the darkness, peering long, I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. Edgar Allan Poe. This is about the author. Rose Wright is an author, certified Reiki healer, and lifelong student of tarot and astrology. You can find her along Los Angeles shoreline practicing healing arts and energy work. In her spare time, she enjoys writing middle-graded fiction. Her work has been featured in Refinery 29, New Worlds magazine and New Leaf magazine. So they're quite young and aspiring people. Also, the artist Eugene Smith is an illustrator residing in Chicago. He has awards for painting and drawing. He's also been to the BFA in Painting and Drawing Academy, the Arts University in San Francisco. His work has appeared in books, editorials, tarot cards, decks, and educational graphic novels. He lives with his lovely wife, 2 children, and an old dog. Okay, this is it's glistening because it is very, very glossy, so it's, for me, it's difficult to read, but that's because most probably that I have whiplash, and reading is already difficult when you do have whiplash. The print I find also very small in the forefront, also in the contents, introduction, how to read the cards, major arcana, the minor arcana, wands, cups, swords, pentacles, spreads, conclusion, and post-work cited. Okay, so you can see it is beautifully colored. Here you've got blues, purples, although on the video it looks blue. Okay, introduction. I will read a little bit from the introduction. Welcome to the mysterious and macabre world of Edgar Allan Poe, where all we see or seem is but dream within a dream. More than a master storyteller, Poe can be associated with the tarot, and through both tarot and fiction we learn more about who we are and what we can become. So it's a bit like more explicit here than what on the back of the book. Poe writes stories and poems, and both connect with and bring up what is buried in the subconscious. He did this by adding symbolism to his stories. Both poems and tarot cards can have different meanings and be interpreted in many ways. Based on their rich symbolism, each has a positive and a negative association, a yin, a yang, and as with humanity, the dark is balanced by the light. Well, and it's quite extensive, so it's a nice book to study. This is also guidance. You are new to tarot, you'll be able to use this book as your guide and interpretations for each card. You'll learn how to read the cards, explore new tarot spreads, and discover connecting between the worlds of Poe and tarot. In addition, you'll discover Poe's stories and poems that you may have not come across previously. However, you needn't be all too familiar with the works of Edgar Allan Poe to receive benefit from this deck, whether you are an experienced reader or brand new to tarot. Below is the list of terms that every tarot reader should know: the major and the minor arcana, the court cards, the querent, the person asking the questions and seeking spiritual guidance and wisdom from the tarot, the reader, a person interpreting the symbolism, meaning of the cards and offering guidance to the querent. Then you've got Rider-Waite and the spread method, the method by which the reader interprets the cards for a querent. It is essential that the tarot reader builds their skills from ground up and sturdy foundations. It is the back rock from which you build your mansion of mastery, mystery and illumination. This book follows a traditional Rider-Waite Smith interpretation of the cards. If you would like to explore the divinatory meaning for each card, dive right into the card section called Into Maelstrom. However, if you would like examine the deeper connection of Poe's works or tarot symbolism, then the sections called Telltale Heart will illustrate these associations. Well, let's have a look, because it can go on forever and ever. Here we have how to read the cards, choice, then we have reversals, shuffling the deck. Like I said, it's pretty hard to read because it's very glossy. What they should have done is made the glossiness for the photos of the cards, choosing your spread, by the way, card selection, and it goes on. It's very, very extensive. Questions, repeating questions, numbers, and you've got the style. Let's have a look. Develop your own style. Here you've got like the ace, new beginnings, energy, power. This is really irritating, that gloss, so I'm going to put it like that. It's less glossy. 2, balance, relationships, understanding. 3, growth, new energy, building, creativity, in other words. 4, stability, foundation, structure. 5, conflict, petty arguments, chaos. 6, healing, memories and comfort. 7, building, growth, choices, options. 8, speed, progress, travel. 9, reflection, confinement, anxiety, endings. 10, endings, culminations, new cycle, beginning. 11, imagination, intuition and sensitivity. 22 is building, manifestations, dreams. 33, teachings, wisdoms and devotion. So there's 13, and that's most probably, I'll be interested to see if there are more cards, 11, 12 and 13, okay, or whether that is that you add the numbers to. Major Arcana, the Fool. Just as the story takes us on the, just as the stories take us on journeys, the Major Arcana guides us through an emotional, spiritual, mental adventure that mirrors the life of inner and outer realities, are reflected by archetype crosses, cards 0s through to 21, from 0 to 21. Telltale, that is the Fool. Then Telltale, let's have a look. The Fool is a free spirit, risk taker, adventurer, optimist. The Fool opens door to new worlds and new ways of living. Fortunato, from Poe's masterpiece. The cask of Amontillado is the most excellent Fool. Not only does he take risks and pursue pleasures of all costs, but when we meet him, Fortunato is even dressed like a fool. The man wore motley, his head was surmounted by a conical cap and bells. So there you go. You get a little bit of the story behind the card. In the image, Fortunato walks ahead of his friend Montresor through the Montresor family catacombs. Montresor has lured Fortunato into the nitre-crusted vaults by appealing to Fortunato's vanity. Montresor needs someone to authenticate a cask of Amontillado wine. Only the best connoisseur will do, though Stick Fortunato insists on proceeding deeper into the catacombs because he believes himself the only man qualified to do so. Fortunato proclaims, "Let's go." Nevertheless, the cold is merely nothing. Amontillado, in the image, Montresor conceals a trowel under his cloak. Montresor said to Fortunato, "Did not perceive that my smile now was the thought of his immolation." Fortunato teaches us to keep an open heart by not to fall to prey and deceit. Opportunity is knocking on the door. This is the meaning. Into the maelstrom, that's the words. So not falling to an opportunity. is knocking on the door. Take the risk in life or a chance on love. In other words, take the leap of faith. It goes right into the story. Then you've got keywords for the upright and keywords for the reverse, like upright would be adventure, confidence, optimism, sincerity, opportunity, beginnings, and reverse is foolhardily, gullible, risky behavior, resistance, impulsive, and impulsiveness and fearful. And you get this with all the cards. Beautiful. Now let's have a look at the book. Is finishes. It's at 288 pages. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. These are Poe's works cited. The narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket. So that's a book. These are essays, poems. That's the work that he's done. Also the back of the book, this has a conclusion. Hope that you've enjoyed your journey. These are the spreads. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spreads. Okay, so that is the book. It is cardboard. So let's have a look at the cards. Okay, again we need to cut it open. Oh, I like the backings. They actually look better than they did what they did on TV. On the TV, on the computer, I mean. It's not very easy to open up. They should have a strip to pull it open, like on a cigarette box. They're very glossy as well, that they fall apart, so now I have to stop. They are very, very slippery, and this is the backing. It is red. I'll have to see whether the light will help more, alright, because it's already dusk here, and that's the backings. I'll make it a slightly bigger. There you go. That's the backings. And I love the eyeball. So yes, I would call it a Halloween deck. So we start off with the Fool. Okay, let's see. Bring it down. It is really dark. I might have to do it again. Okay, you can see the Fool. Like I said in the beginning, it's a very dark deck. And this is the Magician with a crow. I might have to do it like that. Then you can see the full picture. So I might break it off here. Try again. Well, I found a very good compromise. This, you can see how bright the colors are, and you can have ghosts in the background. Then we have the Magician. You can see quite clearly. They are dark, they are mystical, and I love the detail. You've even got these stars, the zodiac signs here, and that must be Pisces. I'm not quite sure, can't see properly. That's the High Priestess. That's the Empress. They are really beautiful. And that's Edgar Poe himself. The Emperor. Then you've got the Hierophant, Mummy. Then we've got the Lovers. Looks a bit like Harry Potter because he's wearing glasses there. I don't know whether you can see that. It's too blue. Pity. The Chariot. Then we've got the Strength. The Hermit. the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, the Hanged Man, the Death card, and this is quite magical, quite sturdy looking lady. It's not scary. Then we have Temperance, the Evil Devil, Black Cat here. It's also got humour. The Tower, the Star. I find them also very down to earth, very sober, but some cards do have a sense of humour. Then we have the Sun. Then we have the Judgment card. And then we have the World card. Now that's quite unique, the World. You don't have anything round like the Atlas. He's on his way around the world. Okay, now we're going to the Ace of Wands. And pens are the ones. And then we've got the Two of Wands. It looks like they are using pens, and here they've got daggers. Then the King, it's a bit, sorry, the Three of Wands, and that's the lights, the lampposts, the Four of Wands, a burial, the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, also depicted differently. Nobody's on a horse here, but I like the way they've included the cards. He's won at gambling. He's got recognition of his mates or friends. The Seven of Wands. It's time to defend yourself. The story behind it, I'm going to read the book because I love to get to know the story behind it, because they're different. And the candles are the ones here and here as well. That's the 8, this is the 9. Feeling very isolated, taking a break after a hard time. I can understand that. Might have negative thoughts because you've got like a devil figure there. Would be interesting, the story behind this. The 10 of Wands. The Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Somebody dressed in a Halloween suit or a fancy dress party. It's not a real monkey. It doesn't look really like a real monkey. We've got the Queen of Wands. I don't think so. And then we've got the King of Wands. He's definitely going for it. Okay. Now, we've got the Ace of Cups. Very blue. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups, partying. The 4 of Cups. The 5 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. You see how cheery it is, yet you've got the skeleton or the skull in the flowers. It makes you look at death in a different way. There is beauty in endings and there is a beauty in new beginnings, because 9 is an ending. I can relate to this. It's easy, they're easy to read. 10 of Cups, cups between the spinach leaves or the broccoli. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Now I'm going to check something out. You've got a lady, the Queen. No, it's not like that. You see here in the wands you have a page, a man. So I thought perhaps this is the Page of Cups, this is the woman, and then you've got a man, and here you, for the knight, you have a monkey. So yeah, it's strange. So it would be interesting to find out what that is all about. I think it's a fancy dress, that monkey. Now we come to the swords, the Ace of Swords. I just love it. Look at that crow. I love crows. They're so intelligent. One attacked me last year, and I don't know why. Most probably because I was just passing in the street. It must have had a nest in a tree somewhere. The Two of Swords, blindfolded, but you don't see the two swords. You've got the Three of Swords. That's stakes. And you've got the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, yes, defending yourself, Eight of Swords, actually a good one, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Somebody's losing their temper and all the swords are being thrown out of the window in the chimney. The hand at the chimney. You've got the Page of Swords. You've got the Knight of Swords. Rather a nice one. It's a bit like Charles Dickens. And then you've got Cleopatra as the Queen of Swords. Oh, I like that one. And you've got the King of Swords. So there you go. Somebody from Harley Street, as it stands for judicial situations and municipality. The Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. He's not helping him, he's lost his head and he's just carrying the head and he's running away. Okay, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. And I also like that they've got ghouls, they've got ghosts, they've got witches, and also people from different countries. Also something Egyptian about this deck. Ten of Pentacles, and I've been to Egypt twice. The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. He's got money to spend. Ooh. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. I really enjoyed that. Look, he's rather dashing. And the Queen. I love that red here. It's really, really beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous? Right, now let's see how they shovel. I think that will be an understatement, because I think they'll shovel beautifully because they're very glossy and they're not slippery. You saw that right at the beginning. There you are, it's coming out. Okay, the Three of Pentacles we've got. They're not gilded on the edge. They're the same size as the light series. The stock is very bending. Llewellyn has usually got very good stock. Yes, and they're plastified on both sides. So it is good stock. There you go. They're just flipping out like nobody's business. Okay. Let's go back to the normal size. Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and you've got the Two of Wands, and you've got the Four of Wands. Okay, and underneath the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. So feeling left out, feeling destituted, desperate. I would be wondering why he's running away. But also running away from prison, running away from institutions, He wants to be on his own, moving on, coming into action, but somebody's lost their head. Anyway, you've also got the Three of Pentacles, meaning recognition for your hard work, working in a team. You could be leading a team. The Six of Pentacles, somebody could be coming back from the past. You might be reminiscing. No, sorry. The Six of Pentacles means you might be getting a gift or a helping hand or a listening ear. But he looks very sort of like, I'll share this. That's for me. That's for them. It could be his daughter. I don't know. Okay. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. I still think that's magical. There's only one stick, but there's two knives. So the knives have been used for wands here, which is strange, because it might, for a beginner, it might confuse them that it is the swords. But let me see, it is a little bit dark. There is a sort of other wand here, and there's a wand there. So yes, he's running away with a knife. This one is running away with another wand. You can see the cane here. If you, I don't know whether you can, it will catch on the photograph, but you can see the other cane here and one there. So it's all right, my mistake. You see, every time you look at the, this is a good deck because it will stimulate my intuition and motivate it to look better, to look deeper into the cards. Especially, this is also a deck that is not good in false light, so you would have to use it in daylight if you're taping for video like I do. So yeah, you've got 2, 3, 4, so you're going up 5, 6, so you're going up in speed. That's what, there will be celebrations. There could be a wedding or buying a new house, making plans, the Two of Wands, for the future. So it could come sooner rather than later. That's the way I feel with this reading, if this is a reading that I would do for a querent. Okay, now it's quite long, this video, but might have to do it in 2 sections. Okay, let's just see what the Five of Pentacles is all about. Okay. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. I need to have a look at the I'm just going to pause it for a minute. Now you can see the big picture here. This is the turnstile. This is supposed to be the devil. As an old man, and this is Toby. He's saying to Toby, I bet that you can't jump over the wheel, the turning wheel. And he does, but he falls and he hits his head on a metal bar, and then the devil, the old man, runs off with his head, and his funeral is left unpaid. Now this is the story, this is the eerie bit. He sells his body to pay for the funeral. That's his. That's the quick and short of that card. So it has an eerie story. So if you like horror stories, then this is the deck for you. I love it, and I hope you do too. I hope you enjoyed the review. Have a look at all the cards if you like. And I hope you can see them, because it is already very dark. I might have to do it all over again tomorrow just to make sure. I'll have to see what the score is. And yeah, thank you very much for being here. Please like and share as per normal. Ciao, ciao.